Hi, good morning. It's welcome to the channel. This is Wistful or Donna in New Zealand. So it's been a while since I did an update. So this I'm doing a floss tube update and a bit on the Stitch Mania plans. So I'll just carry on. Life's been very busy. And sorry about this, but it's been very busy here in New Zealand, and you can tell Stitch Mania. I've got a cold sore, but bar feeling ugly, which is normal for that, but otherwise I feel good. Stitching has been very busy, still busy with Stitch School of Magical Stitches and Needlework and literature, and it's been wonderful, and that's spurred me on to do stitching, but has been very active, and a lot of family things happening at the same time, and it's been nuts. So I'm back, just about finished getting ready for Stitch Mania, so I'll share some of that, not all of it. So, and hopefully I'll post once a week for that. So I'll just carry on and show you some of the stuff that I've been up to. I started a truth sampler, and now this is by Marianne Rohrer in 1993. And so I'll just show you there. This is the case that I put it in, and that's the color picture. So I started this. This has been in my collection for ages. It's on DMC, and it's got a wide variety of stitching. So I love it. It is so much fun, but I only do it about once a week. But I've thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'll just toss everything on the floor and then probably trip over it later. I've also been working on the Year of Hawkrone Hollow, A Year at Hawkrone Hollow by Carriage House Sampling. And this is my pretty much year work. And I use it for a lot of the magical stitches and needlework. So I've made fairly good progress. Let me see. You can see some of the boxes. There's 12 of them all together, and you can tell my wad of things, but it is so much fun. So I've done January. Have to take the grid out yet. And there's February. And March winds blow. And there's there's a sheep over here. And this one has bunnies, so you can see a bunny arrive and a house. So I use that for some of the magical schools of stitches and needlework. I'm addicted to that. So much fun. Excuse me. Waiting for homework. Never thought I would, but I love it. Then I have the Kings and Queens. And this is by Bothy's Threads. And I don't know if I showed this last time, but it's fun. And this one's on a rocking horse. So it's been fun. I'll have to do the back stitching one day. Then I'll get there. Got a tickle in my throat. And then I did a start. Spring at Hawkrone Hollow. And I love this. It's so pretty. Cindy on flosstube, one of the floss tubers, got me into this. I just bare start, but that'll be fun. And this one, I've only put 2 Magical School of Stitches and Needlework. They asked for up to 20 whips. So I decided, because I was going to be traveling and doing all sorts this year, I'd only put the travel ones in. So one of the travel ones that I'm doing is a Peacocks Garden by, it's 2019 Threads, Linen and Threads Mystery Sampler. Love it, love it, love it. So I've made some progress. Good. And hope you can see them. And I like that. That was fun doing. So I've started when I take out the threads, it pops a bit. Put in the black swans, because we've got black swans here in New Zealand. And then I decided I needed a bit of variety, a nice friend. So we've got some white swans, but not many. So I'll do some work on that. Got to leave that out because it's going to be one, that's the smallest whip that I've got. What a laugh, because I've got so many. I've got quite a few. And then I worked on this one by Design Works. This is the Adirondack Lodge by Design Works. And this is the one that I call my dad's sampler. And I've made really good progress. And I've done a fish, and I'm starting so I'm starting down at the bottom and going across. So I'm getting there. So I take this when I go to Guild, the Embroidery Guild, and that's really nice. Love guilds. So if you're not part of an embroidery guild, go for it. It's well worth it. Then I've made a list of my mania starts. Oh, yeah, I'll include that one. And I've got at least 31. Some spares, and I will just take it as it goes. I'm still waiting to get some of the DMC that I want to start with, and I've got one big chart that's coming from Canada, so I have to wait for that to come, and then I'll have to grid that. So I've been busy gridding my fabric and getting it all prepared, and making sure I've got the flosses to start and that sort of thing. So I'm just going to grab out of the bag, so it won't include all of them. You'll just have to wait. It's like temptation. I'll show you, I started this before, I mentioned these. I've got the gold, frankincense, and myrrh with this, and I'm starting from one side of it, so I've just made a tiny start on this. But I'm going to start the other two. So I've gridded the fabric from the bottom to include that. So these are two more. That's the gold one. So finding some of the supplies for this, because these are old. Trying to see a year on these. I don't know where to find it. Anyway, I got this ages ago. That's a frankincense one. So I've got a lot of the golds. I've just made do with what I can find here, and I'll probably have to order some other stuff from the States. And that should get me that. And then, now this is going to be the fun bit, where I'm just going to reach in the bags and have a pull out. I'm going to start. This is going to be one. This is a Bothy kit, and this is a teapot sampler, a teapot mouse. So that'll be fun, and that's been gridded. And I'll grab, oh, that's going to be one. So I'm all excited. I'm doing that one in DMC. And I haven't read too much, but you start with the cross-stitch stuff, so I'll start that. That's the Queen of the May, the Lucy Navier, whatever. So that was cool. Was excited to get that. And then I dug it. Oh, I've got some real oldie goldies. This is an Australian counted cross stitch. And this is the fabric collector. So I'll be doing that. So, and that's by Juniper Designs. So a lot of these I haven't added. I will end up with more than 100 whips at the end of all this. So it will be fun. Oh, Vincent Van Gogh. This is inspired by one of his. It's a bunch called Cross Stitch Picture. I got this at the National Gallery in London. Because each time we travel, we do travel a bit, I tend to get things when I travel in some of the kits. And it's been quite fun. I'll put these back in, and I'll do a grab into the bag. I'm not even looking at what I'm getting. Oh, the Bodiam Castle. We did visit that. And that's a counted cross stitch. So we went to see that last year. And mostly a shelled out castle. But it was quite interesting. And then, oh, I got this one in Brussels, in Bruges. And this is design 388406. And look at this sucker. This is going to be neat. And that's another one of those BAPs. So it will be a huge sampler. Very, 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 very big. So I've done the gridding to start it, so that's cool. So excited about that. Sorry about the raffling through. And then I had this one. Not going to take this one out. The Agouvenet. This really inspired me and looks so pretty. And I'm trying to think if it even has a name. It doesn't say on the front of the chart. Sorry about the rattling. Heaven. And it does look heavenly. So that'll be fun. And, oh, when we went to South Africa, I got this one, and it's a lion. So I didn't find much in South Africa. Evidently wasn't looking in the right place, because I'm certain, like most of us in the world, God, I'm making a mess in my thing. And here's a chrysanthemum. That's by Lenart. So that's just some of them. Our internet's a bit slow at the moment, so I'm not going to be very long this time. And I hope to do a weekly update as far as what's happening. Oh, God, I want to pull out. I've got a Singapore one, or a Chinese one, which is cool. I've got some more Hands Across the Sea that I'm starting, and oh, just a wide variety. I had so much fun getting them ready. The trouble is they've all fallen down, all fall down. Oh, this is cool. I've got a Jacobean bell pull by William de Morgan that I picked up from the Victoria and Albert. So that should be fun, because it's done on Ada, but quite skinny. But it's a long sucker. So I'll have fun doing that, I'm certain, because I'll be able to see part of the designs pop out quickly. But it will be a long one. Anyway, I hope you're good. Let's see, what else have I been up to? What am I all into? Well, getting ready for Stitch Mania. That's been quite a bit. Been into watching, let's see, some of the stuff on Netflix, and that's been very active. Been getting ready for our next trip and organizing things. Don't know if I showed you guys. One of the things I got for the trip is a magnifying glass so that I can actually see when I'm traveling, and it's lightweight and takes batteries, so that's quite cool. Yeah, so quite pleased with that. I'll just show you two others. I've kitted up a lot of the map, more of the Carriage House samplings, map of Roan Hollow, and I found two lots of fabric that were soft. So this was one that's quite good, and it's just soft, a real soft fabric. And then I had an Elsa Williams cat by called the Sturbridge sampler, and I captured that at a hospice shop ages ago, and it's half and half. It's going to be a real challenge to do. Not that much once I get into it, but it's got a bit of a stamp, so you do the satin stitch on the flowers. Oh, helps. I'll try it again. There it is. And but it's soft. It's when I look at it, it almost looks like a burlap, but it can't be. But it's super, 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 super soft. So that's going to be fun to work on. I haven't done much with some of my other samplers. That's the trouble when you have got too many of them. So, but I'm very fortunate, and I have made a literal mess of everything. Another Boppy kit. Wasn't going to show you them all. This is, let's see, Cut Through Pirate Ship. And I thought that might be fun to just discover what all's in there. Oh, that's me hearty. So that'll be done on 16 count Ada. So I got that when I was traveling last time. And I'm certain England will have other things, and we are going to go over to Spain, so that'll be fun. And I'll see what the Spanish kids have. Anyway, I hope you're all good. I hope you're had a nice Easter. Things have settled down somewhat in New Zealand, which is good. We're heading into it's our autumn, so we've got the heater on inside, and it's not as sunny today, so the house hasn't warmed up heaps. So wish you all well. Happy stitching. Let's see, as far as purchasing things, you can tell this was in London. This is Elizabeth Meadow from the Museum of London. So whenever we do travel, Donna goes into the gift thing, has a look. That looks like fun. I love my samplers. So some of these I have, I ended up getting the chart only. on this one and the fabric. So I've marked that, and I'll just do it in DMC. So that's been part of it. You guys take care. Happy stitching. This time I will go. And take it easy with the stitching. Watch out for those needles. They can be really nasty. But enjoy it. It's a lovely hobby. Or craft. Whatever you want to call it. Anyway, if you like it, subscribe and like if you like it. Otherwise, take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.